Okay, so welcome to the next installment on my makeup video tutorials. Today I'm going to show you a very quick way of achieving a smoky eye makeup look. So as you can see, I've already prepared Abby's skin. We've used the airbrush foundation, we pop a little bit of a light blusher on, and we're going to now show you how to take it from here into working on the eyes. First thing I'm going to do is apply an eyelid primer. This is an Urban Decay Potion Primer, and this will actually help lock the eyeshadow into place. So again, if you're using the smoky eye look for an evening, then this will really help ensure the makeup stays on all night for you. So I'm just going to use my fingertip and just tap that in and blend it onto the eyelid. So just patting that in. Okay. Now another good technique to use, or a good tip I should say, is just to apply a little bit of loose translucent powder under the eyelids. So if you just look up for me, Abby, just underneath the eyes on both sides of the cheeks. As working with black eyeshadows can be a little bit tricky, and if any eyeshadow does tend to drop onto the cheeks, you then can just brush it away afterwards using a big powder brush, and that will take away any of the black eyeshadow that may well have dropped onto the cheeks. Now the first thing I'm going to use is a crayon, in fact, and this is from Sue Devitt, and it's called Pointe Noir, that's the colour, and it's just a very soft black crayon pencil that I'm going to use on the eyelids, straight onto the lids, and then I'm going to set that with a black eyeshadow on top. So from here I'm just going to start colouring in the lid, and as you can see the colour is very intense, which means the pencil is, a very good high quality pencil and good pigmented colour. So don't be, too precise, just get that on all over the whole of the eyelid area. And don't worry about the edges at the moment, we're going to be blending that now in a moment using an eyeshadow. This is a very quick way of getting an intense colour onto the lid. And because it's a crayon, it's not going to drop, so it's a very good way of getting the first sort of base colour onto the eyelid without risking the eyeshadow dropping onto the cheeks. Let's get that right down into the lash line and all the way across the lid. Okay, eyes open. Okay, so you can see the intensity of colour there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend the edge with a clean makeup brush. So I'm just going to soften the edge a little bit. Dabbing the edge downwards. Okay, and then I'm going to apply a black eyeshadow over the top. So you can see that that's just a matte colour, there's no sparkle in there, and what I'm going to do is add an eyeshadow over the top. This is called Black Tide, and it's a MAC eyeshadow, and it has again a good intense black colour to it, but it also has a little bit of sparkle going through, just give it a nice finish for your evening makeup. Always tap away the excess so that you're not risking dropping that onto the lid, or onto the cheek I should say. And then I'm just going to tap and pat that in on top of the crayon colour. I'm working that up into the crease area. And into the outer corner, blending it inwards. So what the eyeshadow does in essence really is helps to set the crayon underneath, because by the nature of the crayon it'll be oily in order to glide onto the skin easily, but then at the same token it might wear away much more quickly if you used it just by itself. So by putting the eyeshadow over the top, you're giving it much more longevity. Again, taking that up, working from the outer corner in. Okay, so I'm just going to use another clean brush I'm just going to soften the edges. Okay. Now with the same brush, I'm just going to use a nude colour called Naked from my Urban Decay palette, and I'm just going to blend that just above the socket area onto the brow bone area, and that will just blend the two colours together seamlessly. Just turn towards me. And just work that all the way around into the inner corner and across the brow bone area. Okay, so we're just going to start to work a little bit closer now to the inner corner. I'm just going to take a little bit of the eyeshadow onto a smaller brush and just work that all the way in. Okay, you want to use a fine brush to get right into that inner corner. Okay, and then with the eyes open, it's quite nice to use a light shade in the inner corner. Looking up for me, just right in that inner corner. I just guide it underneath the eyelashes as well, underneath the eye. So from there we've popped our eyeshadow on, we've done the inner corner. I'm now going to just intensify the look by applying the same crayon eyeliner into the inner rim of the eye. So Fabi, if you could look up for me. So applying to the waterline underneath the eye, if you can see the difference, will just intensify the look and make it look a lot stronger. So using a cold pencil is ideal for using along the waterline. That will help to stay in place a lot longer. Okay, so just to complete and just to tidy up afterwards, using a fan brush, I'm just going to sweep away the loose eyeshadow, or loose powder, sorry, that I positioned underneath the eyes, and remove any little bits of black eyeshadow that may have dropped onto the cheeks. And obviously we already had some black mascara on, but if you want to add an extra layer of black mascara, then you can do that at this stage as well. Okay, so obviously wearing such a strong eye, you might choose to then do a little bit more natural lip. So I'm just going to first of all highlight the Cupid's bow area, again with my favourite Shuimura highlighter, and this colour is called Pea Gold. I'm just putting that onto the Cupid's bow, the top of the lips, just to accentuate these beautiful lips, nice full lips. Okay, and then I'm going to use a Daniel Sandler product. This is called Line and Lacquer. What it has is got a lip liner in the top, and then it's got your lip gloss underneath. So it's a perfect product to have in your handbag for touching up with if you are on a night out. Or this is quite a popular bride colour actually for lips as well. So I'm going to fill in the entire lip using the lip liner. And the colour really is only, you know, a very slight shade darker than Abby's natural lip colour. So really not increasing the level of colour too much. We're just giving a nice finish to go with her smoky eyes. Okay, so once you've filled in the entire lips with the lip liner, then you can use the lip gloss underneath to give a nice sort of glossy finish. And that completes our smoky evening look. thank you for joining me today for our smoky eye tutorial. Please do keep an eye on my blog for future tutorials and some product reviews that will be coming up soon. Thank you.